Hey guys, today I'm going to be making a pretty serious video. This video is inspired by Trump SC. If you don't know who that is, he's a professional Hearthstone player and used to be a professional StarCraft 2 player. And he's probably one of the kindest souls you'll ever find in this whole entire video game community. He made this video yesterday about cyberbullying, and I kind of wanted to touch up on it as well. The way he went about it, I think, could have been done a little bit better. It kind of looked like he was reading off something, but he still meant it. He just wanted to make sure he didn't miss anything. But I'm going off the top of my head here because this really hits home. Now, there's a difference between being an asshole and cyberbullying. If you're talking shit to somebody and saying they suck at the game or whatever, that's not really cyberbullying. You're not really picking on him. You're not really doing anything personal, attacks on him or anything like that. But if you say that he sucks, you can say it once, but don't say it a bunch of times. Otherwise, that would be cyberbullying. Mainly, this is in the Halo community. I'd say the Call of Duty community is probably second place in that. But all the other communities, I think, are pretty chill. Like the Hearthstone community. The people that have come to my stream from the Destiny community that's now forming, they're pretty nice. I really haven't had any problems with them. And I definitely notice a difference when streaming Halo, because I get assholes that come in and like talk crap about me or whatever. And I have a thick skin, it doesn't really bother me too much. But when somebody attacks another person and they don't have as thick of a skin as me, it kind of bothers me. And it's kind of ironic, you probably think, all this coming from me, since I've said some things that I'm not proud of and some things that I'm kind of trying to change about me, but it's kind of hard because that's kind of the way I am. Mainly when I say things that I'm not proud of, it's usually in-game when I feel like my teammates are sucking, they're not carrying their weight, and I just get really frustrated, and then bad things come out of my mouth that I'm not proud of. At MLG tournaments, at any gaming tournaments, people talk trash in game, and I think that's okay because, it's strategy. You rape somebody and you wreck them and you want to let them know about it, and that's fine. But after the game, say good game, shake hands. If you don't do that, then, it just shows how unprofessional this whole thing is that we're trying to build. And right now is better than any other time to take video games seriously. Video games are now being considered a sport. Call of Duty was at X Games with skateboarding and all the other X Game biking, motorbikes and all that. Halo was on the MLG circuit back in 05 and 07, in between all that, 06 as well. And they were on the USA Network on television, and it was really important for them to hold themselves to a higher standard because it was broadcast nationally, and probably kids were watching. League of Legends players were given visas by the government of the United States of America. So this is getting a lot more. It's taken a lot more seriously now by other people that have just believed the stereotype. They're all fat nerds that just sit at home and do nothing and stuff, and now they're starting to believe that that's not the case with news networks and all that stuff. But with all that being said, cyberbullying isn't cool at all. There's been one person that I recall that has committed suicide in this gaming community, in the competitive gaming community, and he was really into Major League Gaming and competitive Halo and all that, and he committed suicide because he just couldn't handle all the attacks on him. And you could say that some of them he brought it upon himself because he was kind of asking for it with his YouTube videos and stuff. He was kind of not being smart with the words that he was saying on his YouTube videos. But still, nobody deserves that stuff, and he committed suicide because he just couldn't handle it and stuff. And I don't blame him. He went to a Major League Gaming event, and he was going to have a rap battle against this other guy, and he was by himself, and the other guy, all the people that were surrounding was his friends and stuff, and he was talking trash to the other guy, the guy that committed suicide, and he attacked him because he just couldn't handle it anymore, the bullying and all that. And then after that, his feds jumped him and stuff, and he just went home, and I don't know how long after that he committed suicide. So, and we've had one other instance where it wasn't because of cyberbullying, but he committed suicide, and we've had another death in the gaming community too. So, In times like these, you know, people that have known these guys, they stream and they wouldn't want to talk about it, and then you'd have these guys come into the chat and troll and talk about it and talk trash about them, and it's just really amazing how immature this whole entire Halo community can be. And you know, you can just sit there and not do anything about it. You know, you could be the one that's not saying bad things or not saying good things. You're just sitting there and being a witness to it, and that's also being part of the problem. Obviously, it's better than actually being the one talking trash and cyberbullying somebody and keep on sending the message telling them blah 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 blah. You know what they look like, so you're going to use that to your advantage, and you're going to talk trash about, you know, their bad hairline, or I don't know how short they are or whatever. You know something about them that nobody else knows, and you're going to, you know, spread it to the world and stuff, and that's not cool. I mean, this whole entire gaming community needs to really get together, because no matter how much we hate each other, there's something that we cannot avoid recognizing, and that's we all have a common interest, and that is video games. And that should be enough to bring us all together, but unfortunately, for some people, it's not. They just have an urge to talk trash to another person, even if that person hasn't ever said anything to that person or whatever, and sometimes they want to make a video about it and talking trash about that person, and it goes around in a circle of attacks and attacks, and it's never going to change unless somebody that is attacking people right now makes that change. And then other people will probably see that, and it'll inspire them to also make a change within themselves, like I'm trying to do with myself right now. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about cyberbullying and all that. I mean, it's pretty simple, you know. Just stop with the cyber attacks. It's fine if you're talking trash. You know, if you got a sick overkill and you completely embarrass this other guy, you know, talk about it after the game. That's fine. Anything in game, I think it's fine. And you know, as long as you're not crossing the line and overreacting, and you're just saying it once or twice, that's fine. You know, personal attacks, that's not okay. You know, like I said, if you know something about this guy in real life and stuff, like any disability he has or anything, you know, you can't use that against him. It's not fair to him, and it's just not cool, because it just doesn't help the situation. It doesn't help this whole entire thing. You know, people, sponsors, probably some of them aren't taking the Halo community serious at all, because they know how unprofessional we are, and we've got to hold ourselves to a higher standard if we want to get sponsored, if we want this to be bigger. I'm pretty sure 99.9% of the community, me included, wants Halo to be more popular than Call of Duty. You know, of course that's not that easy, because we're exclusively to Xbox, and you've got Call of Duty on pretty much every single platform to ever exist. But you know, we can be better than the Call of Duty community, because, like I said, they're in second place. They're not much better than we are, but they are better than we are. I see a lot of them taking this very professionally. Some of them have said things in the past, and they're making a change. I mean, I've noticed a couple people in the Halo community that don't cyberbully anymore. They don't attack people. But there's been a couple professional players that have every game basically talk trash to teammates that look up to them, you know. And then when you have somebody talk trash to you that looks up to you, it hurts, and you know, you're just like, you WTF, what the heck, and you know. So basically, you know, just try to be nice to people. If they talk trash to you, by all means, you know, don't sit there and take it, talk trash to them, but there's a point to cross, and just make sure that you don't cross that. If they cross it, don't stoop to their level and cross that. Just mute them, leave the lobby, you know, because it's just going to cause problems, and it's just going to stir a whole entire pot, and then we're going to have a crazy riot of attacks on Xbox Live. And yeah, if you want to you know, talk trash to somebody, pull out your mic, or you know, before you're about to say something stupid like a couple people have, then just, you know, pull out your mic or turn off your Xbox if you know you're going to say something stupid that you're going to regret. But basically, that's all I want to talk about, cyberbullying. You can check out Trump's video on cyberbullying. I might link it in the description if you want to check out his stance on the whole thing. Basically, his stance is a little bit is more what's the word? It's more like aggressive, where he wants like no trash talk at all. But for me, he comes from the StarCraft, Hearthstone, PC, kind of chill environment atmosphere. Because it's just 1v1s and stuff, but we come from the FPS community where it's Halo, it's always like a 4v4, and you've got teammates that are getting to butt heads and stuff. So if you want to check out his stance on it, I'll link it in the description. But if you have any comments on this video, anything that I left out, then leave a comment down below, like, favorite, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Basically, and this also goes in real life. There's people that cyber attack others on Facebook and stuff, and they go to school the next day, or they don't even want to come to school, and it's just insane how people don't think before they speak. And if you have a problem with somebody, just avoid that person or confront that person and try to solve the problem in a way where you don't attack the other person. Because that can be done. But that's my whole stance on this thing. That's basically all I want to say. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.